is all set.
I'm waiting for the flag.
Starter hit the lever, Runner's Dispatch, Fashion Dancer a little bit slow to go. Roy's Flyer's right there, Forever. Sylvan Bay a good position. Georgie Boy is near the rail. Bazoon between runners. Righty-ho is on the extreme right-hand side. DHAAMER's got the pink sleeves, is about 4 or 5 lengths off the leader. Bank the Cash is eager between runners. They're followed further back by Santon Playboy, then Southpaw and Chilean Dancer, and Fashion Dancer's a long way last. They go down to the 1300 and Roy's Fly has the lead, and Sylvan Bay has gone wrong. Caused interference to quite a few runners. You can see a number of them running off the track. So it's Roy's Fly the leader. Georgie Boy second, then Bazoon. They're followed by Forever. On the inside of that one there is DHAAMER. Bank the Cash between runners, then Santon Playboy. They're followed by Southpaw, Chilean Dancer, and Fashion Dancer's the trailer. They go to the 1,000-meter marker, and Roy's Fly is the leader. Bazoon is second, and Georgie Boy's at the rail. Yellow blinkers off Forever. Then Bank the Cash. DHAAMER's close, though. Only 3.5 to 4 lengths off the leader. Rightio, Southpaw, and Santon Playboy. They give about 6 or 7 lengths start. Then Chilean Dancer and Fashion Dancer is the trailer. About to turn into the home stretch, and it's still Roy's Fly. Bazoon moves in. Forever has the yellow blinkers. Then behind that, Bank the Cash, Georgie Boy. DHAAMER between runners now, getting the wake-up call's going to come around them. Coming to the 300-meter marker now, Forever comes into the lead, and DHAAMER starts a run on the stand side. Bank the Cash on the inside. Now coming home powerfully is DHAAMER. Forever on the inside. Forever and DHAAMER on the outside. Southpaw tries to run on. Down the inside, Bank the Cash, but it's DHAAMER. And it's DHAAMER going on from Bank the Cash, and DHAAMER will win it. Second position Forever, then Bank the Cash and Southpaw. Tote favourite obliges, number 6 DHAAMER, the Kahal for Janssen van Rensburg, Warren Kennedy. Last time at Scottsville, he took a while to get going, runs on really well. You could see Warren was trying to keep him in touch, but there was interference down at the 1400-meter marker. A number of runners checked in it to go wide around the horse that was pulled out of the race. Forever runs second. Bank the Cash into third. Southpaw takes the fourth position. The winner pays $280 the win, $130 the plays. Further back is Georgie Boy, and they were followed then by Fashion Dancer, who was slow to go, and then Rightio and Chilean Dancer. We'll take a look at that head-on shortly. And yeah, the winner is on the extreme right-hand side. Warren Kennedy pulls him out and lets his stride go, and he tackles Forever with the red cap and the yellow blinkers, and Bank the Cash is on the inside, who was keen in the early stages, but DHAAMER comes good. 13th time of asking. The Kahal arrives at 280. Back to the studio.
Yeah, well done to the stable of Steven Janssen van Rensburg with number 6, DHAAMER, the son of Kahal. He's put his act together this evening, and whilst there were concerns from Steven with regards to the short running at Greyville, I thought it was a superb ride here by Warren Kennedy. Firstly, Steven, really nice for the yard to bounce back.
Thank you very much, Dees. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a winner, but we're grateful. We'll take everyone as it comes.
This horse was in good form and he was rewarded this evening.
Yeah, I know he hasn't really put a foot wrong since he's joined the yard. His last couple of starts have been very consistent. here and there a bit unlucky with draws, but he came through well tonight. It's sad about the horse that broke down right in front of him. He had to go around, which I thought will put him further back, but Warren rode a clever race, and thank you very much for staying on the horse.
What's the string looking at, Stephen? We haven't chatted in a while.
We have a small string. Obviously, I brought some PE horses with that were average over there, and they're struggling over here, and we'll only really get going once there's some new blood coming in.
Younger babies on the ground.
There's a few unraced 3-year-olds and 2 or 3 2-year-olds that will come through in the next few months, and we'll see how that goes.
You're an absolute gentleman, and always a pleasure chatting to you, and hopefully this is where everything turns.
Obviously, thank you very much, Dees, and just a big congratulations to Mr. Visser. Thank you for his patience. He was ready to give up with this horse. They've backed him on a few occasions, and he's let them down, but tonight he came through, and very grateful to him, and congrats to my wife. This one's for her.
Fantastic, well played.
Thank you.
Lovely. Stephen Janssen van Rensburg. Let's get Warren in. Warren, you've got to know this horse well. In fact, you get on best with him.
Yeah, I've got to thank Stephen for keeping me on the horse. I know him from my apprentice days. He was under the tutelage of Nick Claassen, and I was the apprentice there. Nick, Nick, yeah. And Stephen was his assistant, and I was apprentice there at that time. So we know each other a long time. We've got a good relationship, and I'm just very grateful he's kept me on the horse. We were a bit worried about draw one, in a maiden race, the bad horse is dropping back on you. So I jumped him, and I had him reasonably handy, slightly handy than he would normally race. But I couldn't afford to be stuck behind a lot of horses that wouldn't be making it to the straight. And unfortunately, the horse in front of us broke down, and for a couple of seconds, you really worry that you're going to have to take yours back. I managed to sneak through on the fence without really a hinder, and he moved up nicely. When I asked him, it was there, and he was obliged to win this race. He really was.
The late Nick Claassen, that's where you got your grounding, Warren.
Yeah, definitely. I owe a lot to Nick. Very hard old man, but very fair, and he was a great guy, one of the characters of the game, and he is sorely missed. And Stephen, he deserves all the help that he gets. He's a little bashful and a bit quiet now into a new centre, but once he gets the horses and he can push his chest out a bit, he'll show what he's got.
Well, I agree totally, and well done, yeah. A great ride. You got a horse running at the back?
Yes, I do. It's a horse of Duncan's. He hasn't shown too much going the ground for the first time. I don't really know too much about it, but I'm just glad to have a win in the day. It's been a bit quiet. I thought I'd be out earlier, but that's how racing goes. I'm just glad to get one on the board.
Well played.
Thank you.
Warren Kennedy, Stephen Janssen van Rensburg. Well done to the owners here. They've been patient, as Stephen mentioned, but rewarded this evening with number 6, DHAAMER. If you got this quartet, 6, 2, 10 and 12, that's the way they finished. Coming up next, the lucky last, closing off the place accumulator and pick 6, and that should be a decent quartet to catch as well. Always ends off with a sizable pool.